All right, so it's a day of practice today after a nice win over Laval. Just take me through what it meant to sort of set the year off with a win like that against a team like Laval, who looks like on paper to be another good team this year.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's a good confidence builder for us for sure. A game that we can build on and take the positives from it. I think obviously if you look at the game as a whole, Dom made some huge saves for us. Score could have been different. So there's some things that we need to clean up. But I mean, we talked about it. Just first game rust, whatever you want to call it. We didn't really get a preseason game against another AHL team. So there's a lot of factors into it. But and I think we expected it. But at the end of the day, in this league, it's hard to win, and a win's a win, and we'll take it. It's a good start for us.
You talked about your goaltender, so let's just circle in on him for a little bit. Some amazing saves, especially in that third period, that one diving across. Just what can you say about your goaltender and his performance? It seems like he's starting to settle in really nicely.
Yeah, no, he was great. Just looked like he was in control the whole game, and obviously it was the same last year. Results obviously were different for last year's team, but he gives a sense of calm and confidence back there, and for being such a young guy, it's impressive. And with all three of our goalies, we're confident in any of those guys that are in the net. But obviously Dom, came out of the gate strong for us, and he looked really good.
Speaking of young guys, Braden Yager pots his first one on the first shift. That's got to be a great feeling for a kid getting into his first pro game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think for anyone really, especially a first-year guy coming in, you probably like to get the first one right away, and no better way to do it than on your first shift. So no, I was really happy for him. It was just a great play by two young players that nerves could be in factor. There could be a lot of different things. Your first game, they look like seasoned pros. Barley with a really nice play, and Yag's coming through the middle with a lot of speed and a great shot. So super happy for him, and hopefully there's many more. I know there will be.
Yeah, for sure. Speaking of some other additions, I mean, you get Villy obviously on the back end, which is a huge addition to the speed and skill of that six on the blue line. Yeah. But then you also get David Gustafson as well, who's a guy who is a former Moose MVP, a guy who's been around this org for a while. A lot of additions, obviously, like I said. What can you just say about those two and what they're going to bring to this team moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, just guys that have been around, guys that have played, at this level, the NHL level. Obviously know them both really well, and they're great teammates, and, they fit into our room really well. And I think they both are probably just excited just to play. And, they're welcome additions to our team. And, like you said, Villy brings an element, an offensive side of the game for us that good puck mover, and will help our power play for sure. And then getting a guy like Gus too. I mean, sometimes in this league, it's when you have young guys up the middle, having a veteran guy like that helps a lot too, and takes some pressure off those guys. So whether it's faceoffs, PK, I know Gus is going to chip in offensively too, so he's a great add.
With some of that size up front too, it almost feels like the mentality of the team changes a little bit as well, including guys like Di Giuseppe as well. But it felt like there were more finishing of checks, more stronger forechecks going forward. I know it's only one game, but just what can you say about the sort of mentality shift we're already seeing in this team just one game in?
Yeah, I mean, you're exactly right. I mean, I've played against a lot of teams over the years, and there's nothing worse as a defenseman going back for a puck and knowing you're going to get finished every single time. I mean, it truly is. It's true. I mean, it's when you're going back all the time and you're getting wore down. So it's nice to have some big bodies like that. I've played with Deej, played against, a guy like Walker Dewar. Those are big, heavy guys, and when they get in, and they can cause havoc and make it hard for the other team's D. And ultimately, you're trying to turn the puck over, and when you got guys that can smother their D like that, that's the ultimate goal is to get the puck back and try and score. So it's a good mix we have. Like you said, we got some veteran guys, some young guys that look really good. They're chipping in offensively already, and those veteran guys are just going to continue to push them.
You mentioned Deej. We'll just talk about the leadership group. Of course, yourself wearing an A again for another season. Just what can you say about this leadership group, yourself, Deej, and of course Shazi wearing the C, and I guess what it means to wear an A for another year here in Antlers?
Yeah, I mean, it's an honor. Anytime you get to wear a letter in professional hockey, it's an honor. One that don't take lightly, and there's a responsibility added to it for sure. But I think with my experience, it's my 11th year now, and so I can lean on those experiences to help young players and lead our team, and lead by example on the ice, in the room. And like you said, with those two guys, Shazi and Deej, just very well deserving. I think we got a strong leadership group, and guys that even aren't wearing letters that have a lot of experience will help out with that too. But Shazzy's a guy that goes out every night and he puts his body on the line and plays hard minutes and goes to the dirty areas, and that's something that our young players need to look at and follow that. And then Deej is a guy, like you said, I played with him in Abbotsford. I know his game really well, and he's one of the hardest working guys I've probably played with, and he's a great teammate. And just obviously he won last year, and having a guy that won a Calder Cup brings a lot of value to our team, and it's a good group we have, and we're excited for the season.